Hey there, guys. Welcome. Thanks for thanks for being here. I hope this is ends up being useful. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time, and I kept telling myself that I'd start as soon as I had real high speed internet. But my ISP or the new ISP has gone from uh oh we'll have installations in the summer of 2023 to maybe winter of 2023 to winter of 2024. Now it's summer 2024, so one day I'll have fiber. But I decided might as well just give it a try. So the even still today, the winner for this was uh, update warewulfd logging, which I'll admit, even though I made this list, I found myself going, what exactly did that mean again? I had to review my notes. So let's get some of these issues pulled up. And I've got the chat open too if you want to put stuff in there. I'm gonna keep it with videos off for participants for now, at least at this first go around, because I'm intending to, and it's recorded, and then I intend to put it up somewhere. So rather than worry about people caring that their voice or picture is on the internet somewhere, I figured it for a first pass we'll do this and see how it feels. So I had like really early. Oh, what's going on? Really early in Werewolf development, when I first joined the project, uh, I discovered this thing. This, you guys may be more familiar with this than me, but this concept of the 12-factor app, which is this, modern Kubernetes-y, DevOps-y way of thinking of how something should behave. And um, one of the things that I noticed in here was just rather than daemonizing like this standard historical Linux and Unix perspective of doing the double fork and having your process become its own daemon, rather than doing that, just run your process in the foreground, write to stdout, stderr, and let something else deal with having it be a daemon, and let something else deal with where the logs go, and that works really well with kind of the current Linux systemd style of things. Um, so my thought was we should change warewulfd to not daemonize and just run in the foreground, and then have the have systemd just run the process. I think right now, let's find where the unit file is. I think that's here. Yeah. So it's interesting to me that it's already calling it a simple service. Let's see if that actually behaves that way. Because I think simple implies that. Maybe I was just saying we should get rid of the ability to daemonize, but we'll switch over to this and then make that a little bit more presentable. Um, and that's such a small thing. I'm sure what I've already got installed is fine, but uh, there is a music playing in the background. I was actually going to ask um, if you guys could hear it. Is it distracting? Is it okay? Would you rather it be off? Cool. Um, all right. So let's see. This service is just its server, right? All right, so it's already not running, and then yeah, so it's running. Oh, it's because it's got a PID file. So yeah, that was what I was thinking, that we should just run in the foreground, not write a PID file. Systemd handles all of that and not worry about it. Okay. Great. So I'm thinking we make it just run in the foreground, rip out this daemonize stuff, make the logger just write to standard out, and then we've been having issues with not being able to control verbosity correctly. Yeah, so we like gathered this information a while back where someone was having trouble getting it to not just spew a ton of information into the log all the time. So this is kind of my what I'm planning to do. So let's get some source code up. You know what? I don't know. Yeah, I'll start there here, and then you can tell me if it looks too tiny. Just a moment. I know you can't see this, but I'm getting a window up and then. Yeah, we'll start here. How's my audio? Can you hear me okay? Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, this one. All right, so all of the command line stuff is in this app directory inside it. So basically everything is inside of internal. And then things that are commands that you execute start in this app directory. And so the server is ultimately a subcommand of Warewulf control, and then server, and then there's a root handler. And you know, it starts and stops and has status. Like, I don't know, let's look in start and see if I can just get start to behave the way I want. So start itself has a root and oh wait, there's already a foreground. So basically what I want is like foreground always. Let's see what happens if I do that. Okay. So it's running in the foreground, but it's not. I think it's still sending the logs to the log file. Hey there, Jonathan. Well, what happens if I background that also and do like a... I'm trying to provoke the server to generate some output so that I can see, just confirm what I expect to be happening. Huh. Then, yeah. Interesting. Well, let's just switch over here and look at it from the code perspective again. Oh. So this is ultimately then calling into warewulfd.run server. Oh, okay, yeah, here it is, if foreground. So like the first thing I want to do is just like rip this out, right? And have it always be foreground. And then that'll be here at package. So all the library stuff that's not kind of the command line processing stuff is in this package directory. And then a lot of times there's kind of a parallel structure here. But because warewulfd, or at least this is my inference, I infer that warewulfd used to be a separate command rather than part of warewulf control. So it's still this warewulfd library in here, or package, I guess. And I'll bet it's in here, even though it's run server. No, it's not. Right here. There it is. Okay, so even in run server, it's doing daemon and init logging. So let's see what. Oh. I know where that is, and oh, it is. It's in daemon. I don't want to see what happens if we just do this. Or actually, I think, yeah, go is. I just don't do daemon init logging, if it'll then go to standard out. This is the problem. So what I want to do is do this with OBS, and then I can more easily share multiple windows at a time. I don't think I can do that here. Oh, no, I can. Oh, great. I can share both of these. I just didn't know how. I'm curious what that looks like now. Okay, so with that, and is this still good? No, it's unhappy. Oh. Okay. Oh, interesting. So you have the overlap even. Fascinating. Thanks for that. Clean this up a little bit so that it doesn't take up quite as much room. And what you're seeing is actually the orientation on my monitor. It's just only showing you those windows, which is actually kind of interesting. Okay, so we got some failures. Why is it unhappy? Oh, build failed. Okay, good. That's a good kind of failure, because that'll be something really dumb and simple. So because I eliminated this line here entirely, air is no longer defined. So down here, when it's reused, it's trying to reuse this variable instead of initialize a new one. So I'll just, like, the quick and dirty thing here is to just the first time air is being used. It's not, oh no, it is. Oh, that's being initialized anyway because it's inside this for loop. So yeah, here I can just initialize it the first time and that'll be fine. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna build a package. Why not? And see what happens. So the way I need to have a better workflow for this, but I've been a stickler for wanting, when I try to use Warewulf, I want it to look exactly like it would if I were a user installing it, rather than have who knows what state coming out of my source directory. So this is the line I use. I do a make clean and a make the spec file and the dist, so that's the tar that the source gets packaged up in, and then use mock to rebuild that spec using the dist that's in the local sources directory. So that has been relatively consistent. The main issue is that sometimes it gets into a terrible nested loop where, yeah, so there's multiple tars here, and sometimes these tars get picked up and repackaged into the next tar. So I really need to fix that. The quick fix right here is to just get rid of them and then run my mock. And when I'm compiling locally, I'm on an M1 MacBook right now. This ends up being pretty performant. It doesn't take a long time. When I'm trying to do this development in an x86 environment where I just have a real, like a probably 15-year-old Dell server running Proxmox now in my basement, this build can take a little while. So I really need a quicker turnaround time way to do this. But this should be fine for now. While that's going, let's see, we right now have eliminated, well, we have a way to run in the foreground always, and we've eliminated daemonizing the logs. Yeah, interesting. So that, like, if this works, then we would, I mean, we can go ahead and do this part. So I'm going to confirm this, that my understanding of that a third window. Yeah, it's just going to be everywhere. Yeah, cool. So this is a, yeah, type simple. This is what I want. Yeah, I think then I would just want foreground, get rid of these. Get rid of pidfile. Oh yeah, I'd want to remove the pidfile too. Add that to my to-do list over here. Okay, so remove pidfile, remove status, and remove stop, because that'd all just be foregrounded. Open the windows everywhere. There it is. Oh, this is done. Cool. So we'll install our new package. So I'm getting these. All right. Background that. So I'm going to look in the iPixie default configuration here because that's got a lot of examples of like what URL or, you know, what valid URLs would be. And here we go. So this is my template. So my IP address is this. And my port is whatever I used with curl before, 9873. Provision, and then I have MAC addresses in here. Yeah, cool. I wonder if they all have the same MAC address though. Oh, great. No duplicates. So we'll get from here, and then I don't have asset keys or UUIDs set, so that should be fine for a base. And then what do I want to try and pull? I want to pull something simple. Like the kernel, stage kernel. Where is it? There it is. It's just stage kernel. Okay. Oh, cool. So I actually did quiet that. No. How do I get quiet curl? Silent. Of course it is. So yeah, I'm getting logs here on stdout from my backgrounded. You know, I see I have this server running in the background. My logs are coming on stdout or stderr, you know, whatever, one of the standard streams. Great. So then, let's see, is this writing a PID file? Where was that? Var run warewulfd. That did not write a PID file, so that's good news. So I think, what are my other subcommands for start? Hey, Zach. Thanks for being here. Yeah, in case you're interested, I like to watch this lo-fi YouTube channel when I'm working a lot. Let's find it. Why not? Oh, it is with the girl in like a cat cafe. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm directing to Misha for some reason. Here's everyone. There we go. I didn't know about it, but they just added this piano one, so I figured we'd try that out. Right, so... Oh, wait a minute. So this here is start already, yes. So let's stay here. I want to get rid of foreground, because it's always going to be foreground. And I wonder if a init needs to exist then. Let's just comment it out for now. And then run test. It seems to not need init, so that's done. And then over here in main, okay, so we're good here. Let's go back out to, is it just, oh, server and then root. And I'm going to get rid of status and stop and restart and reload, because we're only going to start. And we'll just leave it as a sub command for now. Just to make it simpler. And then reload, restart. Oh, actually, you know what? Reload would be good to keep. Let's go back to that. It would still be good to have a command that kind of hups the running one. Although maybe that should just be... Let's see what reload does. Of course. Yeah, so this depends on there being a PID file. And then sends a signal to it. So it's not doing the handling of that. So I think systemd can just do this. Yeah, so Trevor's asked if I'm going to keep the ability to specify a log file if you don't want to use the systemd journald. I'll admit I wasn't expecting to, because what I would rather do is either send things to the journal by having them go to stdout, or send them to syslog and then let syslog do the logging to a file. I personally am kind of against the daemon writing to a specific file rather than sending logs to something that then writes to files. That's my current thinking anyway. Yeah, so but it looks like systemd can handle the notifications. So I think I'm going to go back to yeah. Oh, then hup goes to the syslog daemon to rotate logs. Yeah, log rotation is one thing. Another thing is uh just rereading the config file without having to restart the service. So I'll get rid of this again and then start the Warewulf server process and then come back out here and get rid of reload and restart and status and stop. And let's see. See how unhappy it is with that now. That's got to break something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's unhappy here. Oh man, that's the only reason it's unhappy. Cool. And let's see what else is in here. Warewulfd and then daemon, not daemon, sir. Warewulfd, here it is, run server. So this is ultimately what gets called, and we've already verified that we don't need this, so I'll remove that. Dead code in here already. I'll just get rid of that. Oh. So there's PID files for the API server. Won't worry about that for now. There's a PID file for the client. That'll be its own issue. We'll not consider that in scope for today. Container stuff. We have a whole PID file thing apparently. Okay, so there is PID file stuff in daemon. Surely I cannot just remove daemon.go, can I? Here. Oh no, do this. Okay, something is unhappy about that. So, yeah, container wants to use daemon reload. Oh man, so this is something worth knowing. So, yeah, this is worth considering. So right now, like there are things when Warewulf changes its config, when Warewulf control, the command line utility changes the config and the daemon needs to know about it. It's running warewulfd.daemon reload. Okay. So let's get that back and then look at what daemon reload does. Because I think it depends on the PID file being there. Yeah, it does. I think what I want to do is change this so that rather than looking for the PID and writing to it, like sending a signal to that PID, it just runs like service reload, or sorry, like service warewulfd reload. But maybe that's a bad idea. Any opinions? Because the other alternative is to, even if running in the foreground, retain this PID file and so that it can still send a signal to it. So what happens if I go, what is it doing? It's sending, it's just sending a sig hop to that service. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, so let's see what happens if I just do, if I change my unit file, just kind of locally. Server start foreground. Get rid of the PID file. What does restart always mean? Okay. So that's not saying like instead of reload, restart. Okay, that's fine. And we'll get rid of this and this. Okay. So I'm trying to find out what okay, so I think what I want is type is notify reload. It says it's similar to notify. Notify is similar to exec. And exec is similar to simple. So yeah, I think I just want type is notify reload. Well, and then I'll change that for real out here. Oh, there we go. Type is notify reload. And so that would let me it's weird that it's setting the log level here, like after it does stuff. So it's already sent the signal and then it's setting the log level in the local process. That's weird. I think what I want to do is just kind of get rid of all of this, and then I know we have like helper code somewhere for running a command or execing a process or something. That's just here. This is where I like really reveal the fact that like I'm still pretty new to Go. Okay, like exec.command. Okay. Oh, so I'm misinterpreting something. I thought that the stuff that was .run was for the like the command line processing stuff. Okay, looks like this is what I would want to do. So, so up here, I want OS exec. That's why I couldn't find it. That's already here. Oh man, we're already doing this in here. Okay, cool. So. Yeah, Ryan. For template stuff for sure. I'll admit I don't tend to use ChatGPT. I use Microsoft Copilot for most things. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. All right, so. How do I tell it that I like want to wait? Is there just a wait? There is just a wait. Okay, cool. So let's take like this example here. And we'll go to daemon reload. And my command is going to be warewulfd. Now restart reload. That's the whole point. And then I don't want to redirect outer error. Error is command.start. If there's an error, then we return it. And then which returns an error as well. I need to define my error first, but now I can reuse it. Error equals command.wait, and then basically the same thing here. Surprised that wait returns an error and not an exit code. I guess exit error probably has the exit code in it. Nope. Huh. But presumably. It's calling it a status. Something in here's got to return the status. I don't even care. I don't think I would log it or anything. I'm just confused. Oh, I'm going to ignore it for now. So now our daemon reload has a user sbin service command that runs warewulfd reload. It then tries to start that command. There's an error during start, then it prints a message. Oh, you know what? And then, oh no, it's already returned. Okay, it returns a message and that ends. It then tries to wait for the command to end. There's an error, then it returns that. Otherwise, returns no error. Okay. Oh, cool. Got failures. That's some ugly error output. What is going on up here? Okay. So these are tests that are seeing failed to reload because warewulfd is not running. And it's expecting to be told daemon reload before said, hey, if you're not running as a daemon, don't worry about it. So now it's trying to reload all the time. And how do I want to handle that? So let's see, what did it do before? If no daemon. So where does this come from? And the quick and dirty thing to do is be like, okay, so that immediately made the tests happier. So what's setting no daemon? So it's all in here. Okay, and I guess it would have to be because it's a private variable. Okay. So it's starting false. Oh, okay. So there is a set no daemon. Okay. And set daemon. So the first thing that I see is literally nothing ever calls set daemon. So I'm getting rid of that. Okay, and the only thing that ever calls set no daemon is the tests. Okay. Oh man, this kind of thing. I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus, but I don't like this kind of stuff that's only used like it's a global state inside of the code that is only ever permuted by the test suite. Okay, I guess with that knowledge, I'll leave it for now. So the tests are still happy. Let's go back over to my checklist. So I've removed the PID file. I've removed status. I've removed stop. I'll add a thing for do reload through systemd. And to be clear, I guess I didn't say this explicitly. The reason I did this with service rather than systemctl is that in theory this should be more portable. Like if you were running this on a system that wasn't a systemd based system, I think service is still more widely available depending on, no matter what init system you're on. And so this keeps it a little bit less tied specifically to systemd, though I think we only provide a systemd unit file, but still in theory. No, not make. Let's make a new package and see how it works. And see in particular if something that wants to do a reload when we like make a change successfully notifies warewulfd, the Warewulf server, when it happens. Are we still running? I think I need to remove foreground actually. I think we removed that as an argument. It's just always doing that now. Not internal package app. Warewulf control server. These are, yeah, okay. And start and root. Yeah. So foreground isn't even an argument anymore, so that would create an error. And then if this works, I may go one step further and try and collapse this down so that all you run is Warewulf control server instead of server start, since now there aren't other subcommands. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Trevor. What am I doing? Oh yeah, this is what I want. Okay. Yeah. Likewise, thanks, Ryan. I think I will have to move this to a YouTube stream, though, just so people don't think of it as a meeting. Joining the Zoom meeting is just too much like other work. Although I am glad to see that it was really easy to share multiple windows here. What I'd really like to do is just stream directly to YouTube from the Zoom interface. But to do that requires an extra license that I don't currently have, and I'm not yet to the state where I feel confident enough to ask CIQ to give me that license to do this. Hey, I'm streaming, by the way. So yes, this is not running. Does it start properly? No, why not? Well, let's find out. Oh. Because I've already got it running here. That'll do it. All right. There it is. What happens if I run my curl? Man, look at that. The logs are right there. This is exactly what I want. And now let's see what happens if I tell it to reload. Oh. Really? Why is that? Do I have to say notify reload? No, okay. Pretty sure I did this. Yeah. Telling me to Stack Overflow. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Misha. Just you and me now, Zach. Don't worry, though, if you have to take off, too. Oh. To post what this ready one thing, an SD notify. Oh, they require explicit support. Well, let's see how hard it is to do that. Do we already use this by any chance? Nope. Oh man, I don't want this to be this hard. Okay, this is something inside of come on, systemd. Why do you need it to say, hey, send me signals? Just send it a signal. Well, I think this is... Oh, but is there a systemd variable for the main PID? Is it just that? Cool, so this is literally exactly what I want. Right there. Nope. kind of annoying that systemd won't just send a signal. So no, restart always. I was looking this up because I wasn't certain if this applied to like as opposed to reloading. So this is like if the process dies and systemd isn't the thing that shut it down, it will start it back up again. That's why when we tried to start earlier and there was the backgrounded version of warewulfd running still, that it didn't just try once and fail. It said, I'm going to try restarting over and over again until it comes up. All right, so let's put this in manually and see if this fixes it before we go through the effort of rebuilding a new package. Oh, come on. There we go. So change this to type exec and have an exec reload in there. Daemon reload, stop and start. Status, it's running. Nice. That behaved exactly the way I wanted it to. Cool. So we've done reload through systemd. That's my... why not add another window to this? This is my big Warewulf to-do list thing. Let's get rid of this one so I only have stuff that I'm sharing. Oh. That, this, and this. There we go. Yeah. So cool. So this is all working. And then, so the next thing is fold server start into server. Oh, do I have this shared? I don't. Oh. Is this shared? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, got distracted for a bit. This is all in, yeah, so now we're just gonna come back out here and go to main and app. No, include app. No, not include, internal app. Where with control server and let's take this code. And go out here to server root. Here. This is like a bad idea, but we'll do it this way for now. And then start. So root is already empty, yes. So we'll get rid of that and main. So we're not start anymore. Bring our import up here. Got a duplicate for that. We're not bringing in start anymore. Okay. Not the start package. We got another import. Oh, that's a duplicate. And yeah, I think I just want to get rid of all this. Because I don't have a base command anymore. It's just the command. And I'm not adding anything to it. We don't have a set foreground anymore. That must just have special meaning to Cobra. Just going to compare. Okay, so let's leave that to say like server options. That appears to be what is normal. And then short is start the Warewulf server. And then run E is this thing, which is already here. Why does this not need to be this? Oh, because it's not inside of a function. It's inside of a var. Okay. Yeah, it's not that it's not inside of a function, it's that it's already implicitly being declared because it's a var. Okay. Well, let's see how that works. Nice. It's still happy with that. So we would need to change our unit file. So let's go here. So this is no longer server start. This is just server. And let's see if the, yeah, let's update some docs. What does WWCT already do? That does not exist. more up there. You know what? I can do this. There. This is just not true anymore. And neither is this. I'll add that to my list. Yeah, about a WWCTL node console reset, you know, that would not be that hard to add. Maybe a little bit more complex now because I know all the IPMI tool stuff has been templated out in a way that I don't really know anything about. But that would be a reasonable thing to try and add as like a first project. It'd be relatively low impact and I don't know, easy to review, easy to verify. Yeah. It's hard to test, though. That's the hard part. Making test cases around that would be difficult. Like an automated test. Got distracted by some Slack notifications, so just checking in on that real quick in case there's something important. I forgot that notifications don't show up while I'm streaming, which is a good thing, but okay. Something I was waiting for is now ready, so that's nice. Take a reminder for that later. Okay. Yeah, a bunch of stuff all about the same thing and not version. Oh no, my microphone tried to kill my wife. Okay. So this is fine. Okay. I think I just left this one without thinking about it. Okay, that's the last one. And just clean that up. We should check that also and make systemd still work though. I think it won't right now, so that's a thing to fix. just make that more generic. So the only thing still using warewulfd log file is daemon start, which I think is never used now. But I'll leave it for now because that oh, interesting. Because I've got another whole effort going on where I'm using an automated process to find dead code that doesn't get called, and so this will get culled as part of that. Yeah, if you want to know more about that, that's actually a really cool tool. I've got a pull request here, spring cleaning, where I started doing this, and then I agreed with Christian to wait until some larger refactors are done, because we're expecting that'll make even more dead code, and then it'll be good to just get it all done at once. But I can just like, oh, where do I have this? No, it's not part of the CI/CD. That would be cool though. Was I running this? Was I running this? Okay, so it is here. So you just run this, and test here even tells it, like, consider things that the test suite tests as used. And then it just tells you, hey, this function is never used. Get rid of all these functions. Yeah, it's great. And it's not perfect. Like they make a big deal about, oh, we tried really hard, and sometimes it thinks that some code is used that never gets used. But I would much like, there's still so much stuff that it'll help us just get rid of. Anyway, back to this. So I've looked for docs that are referencing warewulfd and not systemd, syslog. Let's see where that is. Not in the logs. Okay, so it is in daemon that's looking at it. Right, but it's in daemon init logging. So I'm wondering, what is log init? Oh, it's whether logging has already been set up. Okay, so that's fine. So what does this do? This sets the formatter, looks up the log level, looks to see if syslog is enabled, has a typo in its debug log. log writer is a syslog writer. I think I want to just call this. So it'll return the formatting to what it was before. It is at least trying to do log level stuff properly. And then it sets syslog if it's active. Yeah. Maybe it should be renamed, but it can stay the way it is. I don't want to explicitly set it to false. It can be true if it's true and false if it's false. And then get an error from it and can I just do that? Do I not even have to? Oh no, because I don't want it to return every time. I only want it to return if there's an error, right? Okay, so I would say return errors.wrap error. Yes. Okay, yeah, so it is just semicolons. Okay, so this says if given this error is not equal to nil, return that error. Otherwise, return running the server. Great. I think that's probably fine. Oh, we have a failure. What is it upset about? Oh, conf declared and not used. Oh yeah, because we never ended up setting system or syslog to false anymore, so we no longer need to get the config there. Still a failure. We don't need to bring the library in at all. Let's go ahead and not fast. Let's make format to clean that up too. And another failure. Daemon init logging. Okay, so this should be. Oh, what? warewulfd.daemon init logging. So it came from here. So we're looking at line 24. Is that this one? Nope. Oh, yep, this one. Okay, so I cannot. Oh, I didn't call my function. I just set error to a function. There we go. Okay, so syslog should still work, but I'll leave it unchecked because I want to test it. Great. Make another package. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start a pull request in a draft state, but just to get it out there. I'll tell you what, I'm going to add to the changelog too. And B460, we changed. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Zach. I'll see you around. Status. Not status. Restart, I think is the one I'm missing. That's good for now. Wait, 503. Working on that. Oh. And make this a draft. We'll ask for Christian's review. I think I'm going to ask for Chris Knobb's review on this also. This on the 460 milestone. I don't even know how to label this. Draft pull request there. Did we build something? Oh, we even restarted and everything. Okay, so let's see if systemd is working. This isn't what I want. Warewulf, warewulf.conf. I said systemd again, but here's the syslog. Is that true? Restart warewulfd. Let's see, how will I be able to tell this? I guess I can stop it here. Run it here. And run my curl. So nothing's coming to standard out now. If I run it again, well, if I edit this file again. And background that, and then run my curl. I get logs. Okay, so that's good. I get logs on standard out if syslog is not running. Let's see if I get them on the journal anyway. I think systemd is sending syslog to the journal. And then oh. Okay. There's a system journal, and then I want so syslog is enabled. Start the server. In the background, and run my curl. Cool. So it even came with a delay, which indicates there was some routing there. So that's great. It's behaving as expected. That's even a syslog formatted log. Look at that. Okay. So we've made sure that syslog still works. Can we do this last thing? We've already done this. We've already done this. So let's look and see where warewulfd emits those log messages. Let's just grep for it. Of course. Okay, so there's a special send level. Okay, www.log.send. I guess that means it's all in here anyway, right? So let's see, send and receive are 27 and 26. here's what I'm thinking. Like, do they have a special handler or something? I'm thinking the first thing we do, get rid of them. And just make those infos. It's in util, is it? Oh. Well, send is in util and provision. Wait a minute. I don't have like a special format or anything. What do these logs look like? Tell you what, I'm going to remove this %15s also, or %15 anyway. Okay, so that's what's going on. It's that it's logging the log level. So now they'll just be info, which I think I'm okay with. So I'm going to say send it doesn't need to be caps, and I'm going to say send file name to send to. does provision have its own one of these? There is a send file already. Oh, it's because it's not just a template. It's because it's making... Okay, so this is it logging that it has sent a template. And not a file. Interesting. Okay, what's left? Oh yeah, I need to change the send. And Let's check what I'll want to set this to. warewulfd log level. So it's going to want a number. Wait, what? And so I'll want that to be like 29, I think. Well, frankly, anything over info, so even 21 would be fine. Has that ever been used? Anyway. I'll set it to 30 for Warren. That's what we'll set it to. Anyway. Well. I'm going to do package now because I committed. So let's interesting. Maybe I already have something set. So I got my serve message, but I didn't get a send or receive. doesn't have an environment file. Oh, it really should. These are probably red top to bottom, so I'm going to put both of them in there. And I'm going to put, wait, sysconfig. Was sysconfig what was there? That was systemd. Maybe that's something else. Okay, this is going to go in Etsy default. Now we didn't get anything. Let's change it to 20. Great. So that means that the default let's find it here. So we go out to warewulfd daemon init logging. It's setting the level to serve. And let's set it to info by default. Yeah. hear the doorbell ring? Is it probably just another kid? By Ellis, yeah. Well, I think I'm going to call that good for now. Like, these tests are going to finish, but we already know the tests pass because we ran them here. Maybe there'll be a little thing here or there that'll fail, but I'll fix it up. But yeah, for everyone who showed up, thanks. And for anyone who watches this later, I hope it's useful. Thanks for hanging out.